Wired Family to tell us how parents can lock down this material. You always terrify us, but you helped us out too, Steve. Yeah. Well, appreciate you being here.
Oh, so thank you.
You surveyed 2,500 kids. Yeah. And YouTube was #1, huh?
Yeah, and right behind it was Netflix.
Okay, which has a lot of adult content
which has
also.
A lot of adult content.
Yeah.
And so I'm not here to say YouTube's horrible or Netflix is horrible, right?
Right.
But there is that content that's so for kids easy to find. And you know, we had I think in Ohio 2 kids that were 8 or 9 years old take their lives. And you have to ask yourself, how does a young man or young woman know to take their life? Well, you go to YouTube, you can get very granular detail on particularly how to hang yourself and that. So
that's terrible. And you can get pretty graphic detail on some sex acts on there too. So how do we lock this down? How do we keep our kids from seeing stuff like this?
Right, relatively simple. So there is there's a component called restricted mode. It's under settings. So usually in the upper right hand corner of your app, it'll either be your picture, your son or daughter's picture, right, or 3 dots. You click that, it opens up a list of things that you can do. Down towards the bottom is settings. You click settings, then there's restricted mode, and it will eliminate most of the adult content, right? It may or may not necessarily get rid of all of it.
Okay.
May or may not get rid of, you know, how to hang yourself.
Right. But especially with younger kids where you really need to control things. Now, older teens are going to know how to take that setting off.
Yeah. Let's face it, kids are going to learn how to circumvent all of these things. So I always say, the best parental control is talk to your kids.
Talk to them
right?
about what's expected.
And if you do that, I do believe 70% of kids, they're okay. They're doing good stuff, right? But it's the 30% that you have to kind of worry about.
We talked about TikTok here at the top there. You did an experiment with TikTok. Tell me about that.
So we registered as a 24-year-old. Now, you don't have to say whether you're a guy or a girl. It has this very sophisticated artificial intelligence, which will be able to pick up what you are. Immediately, it'll say, you know, for you, these are the people you should follow. Recommend.
Okay.
The very first one, was a girl. She looked to be, I think I sent you a copy of. She looked like she was 13, 14 years old.
And you're supposed to be 24.
I'm 24, right? And she's dancing very provocatively, not as provocatively as some do on there, right? To a very, very disturbing set of lyrics. So why would a 24-year-old man, be following a 13 or 14-year-old girl?
And why would it recommend that?
I don't know why it would recommend that. I don't think it's quite as sophisticated.
So what advice do you have for TikTok users?
Well, so it does have a certain set of parental controls on it, right?
Okay.
So if you privatize the account, it eliminates your ability to necessarily have to follow someone or they suggest it.
Yeah.
However, it will not eliminate your child's access to it. They can find it on their own.
Any other advice?
Well, I go back to what I said earlier. If we talk to our kids, most of the time things are going to be fine, but there are great parental controls out there. You know, there's Custodio, Circle, and Bark. Those are 3 really great ones. If you use those, they're going to help make your job a lot easier, I think.
And if you go to awiredfamily.org, Steve put more information and a video together.
Absolutely. Yeah,
to help out parents.
Yeah, particularly how to work with YouTube.
Yeah, it'll show you how to do all that. Thank you so much, Steve.
Oh, thank you.
Really
Appreciate it.
Awiredfamily.org. We'll be right back.